Guys, and welcome to All Red TV. The transfer window is open. Yep, 9 o'clock this morning. The transfer window was open. 90 days of football business. The World Cup is on, as we all know, and the transfer window is open. So tonight, guys, here's the question: Is this Liverpool's biggest transfer window ever? And tonight, I'm going to delve into it, and I'm going to ask what Liverpool should do in the rebuild for next season. We're not going to get much of a pre-season, or the main guys aren't, but it's going to be a massive, massive summer. I expect Liverpool to be busy, and obviously the players that we're linked with, they've not just started looking at them. They've been with him tracking these fellas for a year, for quite a while. And the thing is, with Andoni and Andoni Iraola now in charge, who is his first signing going to be? Who is his number one priority? This is really, really crucial for me. Anyway, let's get into it, guys. So, Liverpool have been linked with quite a few number of players, and basically, I think everybody's after the same ones. And the disappointing thing is, the valuation of the players is getting absolutely ridiculous. I mean, starting £80 million bids, and then up to 100 million. I mean, obviously we know the players who we're linked with, and we'll be discussing these in the stream tonight over the next 30 minutes or so. And but my opinions, yeah, I've got my thoughts on it. But the most important thing is, what do you guys think out there? Do you think this is Liverpool's biggest transfer window post-Klopp era? And who do you want Liverpool to sign? And who should Andoni Iraola target first? Get your comments in and get your questions into me, and I'll certainly answer them to the best I can. And how do you feel with the players that we're constantly losing on free transfers? Does that not annoy you? Cody Gakpo is apparently wants to leave Liverpool. Now, from what I've been researching today, Liverpool are unaware of this at all. But unless you've been on the moon or somewhere else, you've been aware on social media the last couple of days that Liverpool have been linked with a former player coming back to the club, Darwin Núñez. Now, from what I can gather, from what I've been researching today, from the main number one, I mean, there's only 5 people who I really follow on transfer business for Liverpool. And the number one guy, he's come out tonight about an hour before I came on stream. He's come out tonight and said that Liverpool are not looking to bring Darwin Núñez back. There is no talks between Liverpool and his agent. There is no negotiations going on at the moment whatsoever. So that leads to another question, doesn't it? But not to me, to you guys out there. Would you take Darwin Núñez back at Liverpool, considering Hugo TK is going to be out for a full season, and we're not going to see him till 2027? So would you take Darwin Núñez back? For me, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. He wanted to leave the club in the first place, and when he was there, he couldn't hit a barn door, to be honest with you. Yes, he was chaos. He was chaotic, Captain Chaos. But I'm sorry, once you leave Liverpool, you don't come back. You know, there's no going back. You don't. And I could go on and on and on about players who they want to come back, and all the clambering for Jurgen to come back. And you've seen it, I've seen it, and we've all discussed it. But tonight we're talking about the transfer window, who we need to bring in this summer window, because this is crucial. I think it's massive. If we get this wrong, this could set us back decades. And how much do you think we will spend can you see Liverpool spending the same amount they spent last summer, 450 million? Now, I honestly think, my honest opinion is, I think we need 10 players, but we won't sign 10. I think we will do well to sign 5. I really, really do. But looking at the players that we're linked with, right? I mean, obviously, there's 2 players who stand out, and Arsenal are interested in them both as well. Yan Diamandi and Bradley Barcola. Now, how much? I mean, I watched Yan Diamandi last night for the Ivory Coast. And if you watched it, guys, what did you make of him? How good was he for you? I don't think this transfer, Yan Diamandi, I don't think it's about how much Liverpool pay. I think this one is all about, in all honesty, getting the player in. A player is only worth what you're prepared to pay for him, for me. And I think this guy, we need to get him in as soon as possible. We need to get him in. We cannot afford to lose him to another club like we've done with Mark Gay. Just to name one. And Semenyo, another one we were linked with. We can't afford to go down that road again. We've been burnt before. Now, Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards really need to step up now. They've not hung about getting rid of Slot and bringing in Irola in. Now do the same on the recruitment side. This is crucial for Liverpool this season for me. Yan Diamandi will be my top target. He's got to come in first. And then, obviously, my biggest concern for me, I mean, obviously, Mo Salah's gone and we need 2 wingers to replace him because Yan Diamandi's not going to play 60 games a season. So you need 2. But my biggest concern is defensively. Canate is gone. Joe Gomez is still there. Cinderella, as I call him, because he's made of glass. He's made of glass. You can't play 2 games together. Who plays alongside Virgil? I mean, for me, I think we need to go and get this guy now. He played yesterday. He scored. I think we need to go and get Slaughter back now. He's got a 60 million release clause. Get him in. Stop dragging your feet. Get Slaughter back in. And I wouldn't turn my nose up at Bastoni either, at Inter Milan. Because for me, while I'm talking about Virgil van Dijk, here's a question I'm going to pose to you guys. And before I pose the question, because I was thinking about this at 2 o'clock this morning, I was thinking about doing this. A Liverpool transfer daily because I knew the transfer window was opening. And if you're on my TikTok and you've seen my TikTok posts on my transfer dailies, I'm covering every transfer, what's happening around different clubs and abroad. But this is specifically Liverpool. So to make sure that you don't miss any transfer updates or anything we've talked about, make sure you hit that notification bell, like and subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, whoever follows Liverpool, get them to subscribe to the channel. There is a QR code as well. You can link that and I'll take you straight to the channel. Subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any streams we're doing because this is happening every night at 8 o'clock now for the next 90 days. So, and I envisage it to be a busy summer. And you don't want to miss anything, make sure you hit that like, that subscribe button and that bell so you don't miss anything at all. Anyhow, getting back into it, guys. So we're linked with, obviously, Bradley Barcola from PSG. Now, he's told them that he wants to leave. Now, how much would Barcola, do you rate him? He's a good player, he's class, yeah. But my concern with Barcola is his work rate. And would he be suited to the Premier League? You know, I mean, look at the issues we've had with Federico Chiesa. And I've read something today that Federico Chiesa has actually told the club he wants to stay and fight for his place. So if I can find any more info out on that, I'll bring it to you. That's for sure. Because that fella, Chiesa, he's one of my favourites. He really, really is. But getting back to the players we're linked with, Bradley Barcola, I wouldn't mind both of them, Barcola and Diamandi. I really wouldn't. And the thing, you know what I'd do? I've been thinking about it a lot. What I would do is I'd sell Alexis McAllister, and the money we get for McAllister, I put towards bringing Adam Wharton in from Palace. So I bring Diamandi in, Barcola on the left, Diamandi on the right, Wharton in the middle with Dominic Szoboszlai and Ryan Gravenberch, and Florian Wirtz in front of them two. I tell you what, that would be nice to watch. And also, we need another left back. So we need a centre back. So I've said Slotterbeck for centre back, or Bastoni, right? We need a left back because we've only got Tsimikas. Costas isn't good enough for me. So we need another left back to help Kirkes out. Right back. Can you see the issues we've got? We need a right back. So we need 10 players, but we're not going to sign 10. We need a right back. Who would you target there? What about, this is who we're linked with. Nathaniel Brown from Eintracht Frankfurt. He's a right back. Great player. Right? He'd fit the bill. Right? Centre backs again. Jean-Paul Van Ecke. Another Dutch centre half at Brighton. Right? Then his country, his teammate played for Holland last night. Mickey van der Ven from Spurs. Now, would you have Mickey van der Ven at side of Van Dijk? Van der Ven's lightning. He really, really is. But looking at how the Dutch performed last night defensively, it concerns me. It really does. Because the defending was woeful. It really was. In the 2-2 draw with Japan. And then you've got Mateus Fernandes, Pardo from Lille. He's another one we're linked with. Then you've got Antonio Nusa from Red Bull Leipzig. I've already mentioned Van der Ven. Another player that Liverpool have been linked with. No, I've not seen anything where they've held talks or the negotiating a fee or trying to find out how much they want. Is Crescencio Somerville from West Ham United. Another Dutchman. Right? Now, obviously the go-to guys who I follow regarding Liverpool transfers. Now, these are the only guys I follow. Obviously, you've got Fabrizio Romano, Lewis Steele, David Lynch, David Ornstein and Paul Joyce. They're the only guys who I follow for Liverpool news. If they say it's happening, I believe it. Anybody else, I take it with a pinch of salt. I'm not saying they're not telling the truth, but I take it with a pinch of salt. But these are the go-to guys for me. Now, I've already touched on Darwin Núñez because a Uruguayan reporter has put it out that he's coming back to Liverpool. I don't think it will happen. I don't want it to. But the transfer window, it's crucial. We can't get this wrong. Arsenal are going to strengthen. Chelsea are going to strengthen. City will strengthen under Maresca. Chelsea under Xabi Alonso, yes. Mikel Arteta, they'll probably give him a king's ransom because he just won the league. So he's going to want to spend big again. Spurs, they're going to spend under De Zerbi. They're not going to want another season like they've just had. Aston Villa, Bournemouth, they're in Europe, so they're going to splash. So all the teams are going to splash money. But Liverpool have got to be one of the main teams. Manchester United, I think the two biggest clubs, what will be the biggest in the Premier League for me will be probably Spurs and Man U. Now, where United are getting all this money from, I don't know, with the amount of debt they owe, but this is not about Man United, it's about Liverpool. But I think Liverpool, we've got the money. We've still not spent the Coutinho money, did you know that? We've still got that in the bank. So if we want to sign Adam Wharton, I think he's brilliant. And he's probably one of the best British players I've seen for a long, long time. But he's not worth 100 million. Crystal Palace might value him at 100 million. But he ain't worth 100 million for me. 80, yeah. 80 mil, fair enough. But no, you're talking silly money. And the thing is, with the World Cup on now as it is, and it's like I said on my previous stream when we named Irola as manager, what if somebody has a stellar World Cup? The price is going to rocket. Yep, right. That's what I said on the last one prior to the World Cup. And look at Yandy Amandi last night. So how much of Red Bull Leipzig going to be asking for him now? After that one game. Now I have had some comments and people say, "Well, it's only Liverpool. Why are you mourning?" Well, I could say the same about any club. It's only City. It's only Man United. It's only Arsenal. I'm not interested in what they do. Yeah, I look at who they sign. But the thing is, it's not about how much you're going to pay for the player. It's about that player, what comes in, what is he going to bring to that squad? What is he going to bring to Liverpool on a match day? There's nobody bigger than Liverpool Football Club. Now, I've been following Liverpool for over 50 years. Now, I'm always used to seeing Liverpool sign the typical Liverpool player. Right? Now, how many have we signed in the last 10 years have been typical Liverpool players, you could say? Really? Mane, Firmino, Salah, Van Dijk, Becker. I could go on and on and on. But we've got to sign the right player. And the most important thing is they've got to want to play for Liverpool Football Club. And they've got to understand that when they sign that contract and they sign for this club and they have that liver bird on the chest, they've got to understand what weight that shirt carries and what responsibility comes with it. Because the responsibility is immense. It's stratospheric. And the leadership group's got to be sorted out as well. And who would you like as your vice captain behind Virgil? Now Robbo's gone. So in this transfer window, I mean, Gerard Bowen at West Ham, would you bring him in? We've been linked with him for a few seasons now, you know, Gerard Bowen. But do you feel he's too old? Do you feel he's gone past his ceiling? Or is he still worth a punt for midfield? Because I think Curtis Jones will leave as well. It wouldn't surprise me if Curtis Jones goes to Inter Milan and McAllister leaves and goes to Spain, but somewhere else. You know, we've already lost Konate on a free. That's 3 what's gone on a free transfer. Robbo, Salah, and Konate. It's ridiculous. Right? So, here's my question to you guys. Now, Virgil van Dijk, I've been reading yesterday and the day before, Virgil van Dijk's been linked with a move to Galatasaray in Turkey. Right? So, here's my question to you. I was talking to a fellow streamer who comes on here. If Galatasaray offered 40 million for Virgil van Dijk now, would you take it? Bearing in mind he's 35 now, right? And at the end of next season, he'll be leaving on a free transfer again. Another legend of the club leaving on a free. Is this what we do now? Thanks for your service. You can go for nothing. Sorry, no. If Galatasaray come in tomorrow or next week with £40 million for Virgil van Dijk, I'm selling him. I'm selling him. Thanks very much, Virgil. Shake his hand, sell him, 40 million, and go and sign Slotterbeck from Dortmund. And then bring his fellow Dutchman in from Spurs. That's what I'd do. He's 35. He's not the Rolls Royce he was. He's not the player he was. But if you look at that, it's crucial. And the thing is, if we get this window, if we get this right, If we get this transfer window right and we bring in who we've targeted and who we've scouted, do you honestly think Liverpool could be title challengers next season? Not forgetting Arsenal won the league on 85 points. And I think if we bring the right players in, I think we could be a real threat with this guy who we've got now, Irola. Egypt have just gone 1-0 up. Wow, I didn't see the goal because I'm talking to you guys. Yeah, Egypt are 1-0 up. It wasn't more, by the way. It's Mamouche. Yeah, 1-0 to Egypt. So, getting back to it, guys. This transfer window is crucial. And if it's crucial, do you think Irola can challenge for the league and the Champions League? Bear in mind, this geezer's never played in the Champions League before. He's never done it. So, if we get it right, do you think we're going to be a threat and people are going to be frightened of us again? Because the fear factor's gone. The atmosphere is garbage. Anfield's lost its fear factor. The team's lost its identity. And we need to get it back. And we've got this window to do it. And the manager to do it. So, like I said in the start of the stream, who do you want Liverpool to sign? Who's your first target? Your absolute must. Or would you sacrifice that so you don't miss out on him? And if you miss out on the others, you're quite happy to do that as long as you get your number one target. So to you guys out there watching this, who is your number one transfer target for Liverpool this summer? Who should Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes and Irola target first? And in what position? If we get this transfer window wrong, how far do you think it'll set Liverpool back? I think if we get it wrong, it could knock us back 5 years. So I'm absolutely adamant that it's crucial. I think this is one of the biggest transfer windows we've had. Even in the 9 years under Jurgen, this is bigger for me. We cannot afford to get this wrong. We cannot afford to, as they say in the estate world, get gazumped by Arsenal or the other top five. It can't happen. We're Liverpool Football Club. We're the most successful club in England. We need to start behaving like it. We really, really do. So, let me know who you want Liverpool to sign, who should be signed, and let me know who you think will leave in the window. And for the transfer window tomorrow, same time, 8 o'clock, hit that notification bell, hit the subscribe and hit the like so you don't miss anything at all. Ben should have been on with me tonight. He's not available, but he will be with me tomorrow night. So there'll be two of us, and we'll be talking about the transfer latest as well. But what about tonight? I mean, the players have rhymed off to you there. Out of those have rhymed off, who's your top target? And how much would you pay? When do you say, or when do you walk away? If you remember what we did with, he's at Arsenal now. If you remember the fiasco we had with Zubimendi, where we tracked him all summer. We offered this and we offered him that. And then what did he do? What did he end up doing? Stayed at Real Sociedad for another year because he didn't want to leave the mountains of Spain and Sociedad because he's been brought up there. And then as soon as Arsenal come calling, he jumped ship. For me, he never wanted to come to Liverpool. That's simple as that. But we can't go through that scenario again. We can't go through the Mark Gay scenario again. You know, it's not good enough. I think we'll probably spend about 350 million in this transfer window. and I think we may surprise a lot of people. But I think Liverpool, nobody knows what we're doing, you see. Everybody else, it's coming out. They're after this, they're after him, they're after them. It's very, very quiet with Liverpool. Yes, we're linked with certain players. Of course you are. You're Liverpool Football Club. You're going to be linked with everybody. And we know what happens, guys. Players and agents, they use Liverpool as a stepping stone to go to another club. Oh, I want to sign for Liverpool. And then they'll go to City, or they'll go to Arsenal, or they'll go to United. So they use Liverpool. I mean, we're supposed to be in a battle with Man United for Sunday as well. And Arsenal, by the way. You know, and apparently the person who we're in battle with Arsenal, I read before I came on stream, he's already signed for it. He's already agreed to go to Arsenal. So it's already done. But I hadn't had the here we go from Fabrizio, so I don't believe it. Until he says here we go, I don't believe it. Now my slogan for this channel is, and on my TikTok, it's not here we go, is we're going again. And we are. And we're going again. And we'll be going again tomorrow night as well. And we'll be going again for the next 90 days. Because you want Liverpool news, you want Liverpool updates and transfer news, well, you're going to get it. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion on it. And I want your honest opinions on it. So you make sure you don't miss, so you hit that notification bell. And if you can do me a favour on this video tonight, guys, this really, really helps the channel. Because it helps the algorithm with YouTube. If you can really help me with this, if you've enjoyed this tonight, hit that like button, because it helps the channel out massively. You know, so yeah, because we're all in the same boat here. We're all after the same, more or less same players. But I think Liverpool could be. I think we'll be Arsenal's biggest threat next season. I really do. I don't think it'll be Maresca at City, and it won't be Alonso at Chelsea. For me, Michael Carrick at Man United. Nah, yeah, he's had a good season this time, but you know, look what we did. Look how bad we were. So, you know, we're not going to have another season like that. That's for sure. But I reckon, yeah, we're going to frighten a lot of teams. I really do. But I think we should. I think we should do everything we can now. My honest opinion. First two signings I'd make. I want a centre back. I'd go and sign Yan Diamandi. I'd get him done, and then as soon as that's done, go and get Slotterbeck. That's two sealed off. Then go and get Barcola in. That's three. Right? Then go and get Adam Wharton. That's four. Right? So you've got a midfielder, two wingers, a centre-back. Now you want a striker. So who are you going to get as your striker? Because TK is out for a year. So we need a striker. But I've already given you four who I'd go and get straight away this summer. Right? Don't forget we're saving 400 grand a week. We're saving £400,000 a week on Mo Salah not being there. And Canate, he was on 150k a week. So that's 550 grand a week that they're saving on two players. So we have got the money. And like I've just said, the players I've just mentioned there, who I'd go and get in first, I think everybody be going, holy crap, look what Liverpool are doing. Yeah, but I honestly believe that Liverpool's first signing has to be one where it sends an absolute signal of intent for this season to everybody in the Premier League. Thinking, yeah, okay, we were the champions, now we're not, but we want it back. And this is what we're going to do to get it back. That's what I'd be saying. That's what I'd be sending out there. I would frighten the bejesus out of everybody. Yep. Because when Real Madrid leave the calling card, look what happens. Cucurella's left Chelsea, he signed from. Now, Enzo Fernandez wants to leave Chelsea and go to Real Madrid. But look at the business they're doing. Look who they're targeting. And why do you think that is? Because they've lost the league to Barcelona and they didn't win the Champions League. So Real Madrid are hurting big time. And this is what Liverpool have got to do. But from an English point of view, from a Premier League point of view, we're the biggest club in England. We're the biggest club, one of the biggest clubs in world football. We've got the best fan base going, right? And I think we should basically leave our calling card and say, right, we're only calling you once. We won't come knocking again. But the thing is for me, and I've always said this, even growing up when I was a little lad, when Liverpool come knocking, it's a different kind of knock to any other club. And that's what you will see again now. And I'll leave that one there. So don't forget, guys, hit the like and subscribe and that notification bell so you don't miss any transfer updates every night at 8 o'clock. Because I'm going to be busy all day doing my research on who we're bringing in, on who's going, and how much it's going to cost, where we're getting who's spreading the news. Plus, I'll be doing my daily transfers on TikTok, so you're not going to miss anything out there. And don't forget, spread the word. Like I said, I've set you a challenge, 1,000 subscribers by the end of July, and somebody will win one of my stellar Liverpool shirts out of my collection. And if we get to 1,000 subscribers and 400 watch hours by the end of July, somebody is going to win one of my Liverpool shirts. And I'm going right back to my shirt start right back from 1965 up to this season. Some are signed, some are not, but they're all beautiful shirts. I don't wear them, they're just all hanging here. But the thing is, I can only do it with you guys out there. Because I don't do this for me, I do this for you. Because I love talking about football and I love Liverpool. This was a garage, but it's my shrine now to Liverpool. Right? It's called the Spine Clock. And the guy behind me, he's my all-time hero, Emlyn Hughes. And this whole wall is dedicated to him. So, anyway, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching. I've really enjoyed it. Don't forget, let me know who you want Liverpool to sign and who it should be first. And do you think we'll be a threat in the league next season? And I will see you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, for the next instalment of Liverpool Transfer Daily. Have a great evening, guys, and enjoy the World Cup. And remember, once a Red, always a Red, and you'll never walk alone. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.